Hey family, welcome back. And if you're new here, my name is Koinsala, your partner in building clarity, confidence, and purpose on your career journey. Guess what we're diving into? I'm sure you can already tell by the title of the video. Securing the bag isn't just about applying for jobs, right? It's about how to strategically position yourself for visibility. So, in today's episode, we're going to dive into that platform, that one platform that can change the trajectory of your career in 2026. And it's, drum roll, LinkedIn. If you've been sleeping on LinkedIn in 2026, let this be your wake up call. Okay. So you're there, you're wondering why LinkedIn even matters in 2026. I need to start by trying to fix your mindset, right? I know that you probably don't like social media, or maybe you don't even mind social media. But LinkedIn is not social media the way that Instagram and TikTok are social media. LinkedIn is kind of different. LinkedIn is a career infrastructure. It's no longer just a job board, right? It's a branding platform, it's a search engine, it's a networking accelerator. Recruiters aren't just waiting for you to apply, they are there every day searching for people. Every day, people are on LinkedIn searching for talents, searching for expertise, searching for thought leaders, searching for problem solvers, right? And if your profile is not optimized, you're invisible. I was listening to someone speak and he said LinkedIn is like your digital billboard. And I quite agree with that. I want you to think of LinkedIn as your personal landing page. If you had a website, when people land on your website, what do you want them to know about you? Your LinkedIn profile should speak to who you are, what you do, what value you bring to the table. That reminds me of something funny. What value you bring to the table, and if you're looking for a job, why people should hire you. Let's go through LinkedIn very quickly. I'm going ahead to open a LinkedIn profile right now. I'm working on my computer. I will share my screen. So let's enter my first name. It's Coinsola Everyday. So as you can see this we have a blank slate provided to us. The first thing that I want to touch on is your banner. Okay, that I have here. Okay, things that I think about a banner is I want to see your value proposition. I'd like to see your industry identity, and if you have any signature strengths, please include those as well. Next, we want to put up our picture. We're back here. Yeah, let's see this as it is. I really like it. There you go. You have the opportunity of saying, putting here that you're open to work. You can choose whichever applies to you. And in terms of the work that I'm open to, I feel this when I was creating the profile. So don't limit yourself by job titles. Should this be open to recruiters only? This is my preference. The primary headline is that Coinsola drives revenue through data-driven digital marketing. You can see it's outcome focused and business minded. And we've gone on to include the industry identifier. This shows that she's anchored professionally, and we've kept it broad enough to scale. In terms of the strengths that have been listed, these are actually searchable things. One thing I like to say about the banner, it should tell enough story such that people don't need to deep dive into your profile to know exactly what you do. However, I don't like busy banners. I like airy banners where it's the information is sparse, it's not crowded. That's my recommendation. Keep it clean, keep it simple, but catchy enough such that even if the recruiter went through 20 profiles, they would remember you. The next is your headline. Many people usually have their job titles there. So as you can see in this example, it says digital marketing specialist at KTech Coverage Solutions. I don't recommend having your job title and the organization that you work as your headline. By all means, it's better than not having anything there. So if you don't have anything else to write, leave your job title. I think your headline should speak to who you help, what problems you solve, and how you do it. So I'm going to go ahead to edit Coinsola Everyday's headline to something that is more impact focused and outcome oriented. Your headline really should be a positioning statement. This is closer to what recruiters will be searching for. SEO, paid media, conversion optimization, they are all searchable things that help to optimize Coinsola Everyday's profile. Add your education as well. Harvard University. Okay. Your education is here. Next, connect with people you may know from Harvard. You see, this is a fantastic suggestion. Okay. And based on your profile, LinkedIn is going ahead to suggest skills. So go ahead, pick the skills that are relevant. So the next section says write a summary to highlight your career or your experience. It's your about section. I've seen a lot of different formats. One that I see the most is how people write in third person. I'm not sure why exactly they do that. My recommendation is for you to write in first person. You want to control the narrative. It's exactly where people connect the dots. It's your opportunity to tell your story exactly how it should be told. This section, you want it to show personality, you want it to show your purpose, you want it to show what you believe about your work, you want it to show what problems you've solved, what outcomes you've delivered. And if I were looking to pivot in 2026, I would also write about the future, right? Where I'm going and what the next steps look like for me. Even if you're not pivoting, if you're looking to level up, write about what the next steps are for you. You can even include a call to action to say that if you're looking for this kind of person, or if everything that I've written resonates, get in touch. I'll be happy to have a chat. So now, because I've written this using AI, I always say that with AI, the responsibility is yours to check what has been written for you. The responsibility for accuracy is on you, the responsibility for correctness. And again, everyone knows how AI writes. So you really just want to get into that to edit it. Let's take a look. It tells the same story from the banner to the headline, now into our about section. There's a connection. Nothing is missing. You don't have to wonder. So if you've gone this far in her profile, you can already tell a lot about who she is. You know what I really like about this write-up, right? It tells a good story. It tells a good career story. It talked about where she was coming from, or where she started from, and where she is right now. Your about summary is not asking for your life history, but in a very concise and connected way, you need to be able to tell your story. Secondly, it signals confidence without arrogance. Number three, it positions her for next level roles. And I believe that most organizations are looking for somebody who is upwardly thinking or upwardly mobile. In fact, some organizations, especially consulting organizations, have a move up or get kicked out policy. So this is good positioning. It shows that she's thinking ahead, she's looking ahead. And there's also a call to action, like if you're looking to have a conversation or if this resonates with you, get in touch. Now let's dive into her experience, right? Do you remember that in her about, or in her summary page or summary portion, she talked about having worked across two roles? So we're going to include those experiences here right now. And no, one of the things I like about this is LinkedIn gives you the opportunity to add the skills that you picked up in this role. So I'm going to go ahead to pick them. And if you wanted to add any form of documents, you can go ahead to do that as well. Please be careful not to add documents that are proprietary documents of your organization, okay? Don't add any document that makes you liable. Okay, so experience as a digital marketing specialist. So one of the things that I like about Coinsala's first rule, right, is that it establishes execution, it establishes learnings, and it establishes early wins. And to an extent, right after this role, it shows that she has grown in her career a bit. And in terms of that growth, we can see that this role clearly shows ownership, it shows impact, and it shows readiness for the next level. One of the things that I've seen people do is to add what is called a career through line at the bottom of their most recent role. This helps to reinforce direction without repeating what she has said in her about section. Look at this. It talks about the career focus, and our career focus is driving measurable growth through data-driven digital marketing and continuous optimization. Now, I want to say that if your experience bullets sound like tasks, you want to rewrite them. If they sound like outcomes, you're doing something right. Okay? Well done. One formula that I usually recommend when discussing the experience portion of your LinkedIn profile is discussing your action, the method, and the outcome. You want to start this sentence by speaking of what your outcome was, what your role was, what did you do, and what method did you use. That makes it sound authentic to you. Again, recruiters or hiring managers are looking to learn about your outcomes, not your job description or what your task was. We've pretty much done a lot to this profile, but there are a few sections that are not loud, but I feel like they can push you forward a little bit. When you think about the featured section of LinkedIn, the part where you get to speak about your project, recommendations that former colleagues can give you, or where you highlight the skills that you have gained over the years. Filling those sections as well could move you forward a little bit, okay? So it also helps to optimize your profile. Let's look into those. Let's talk about projects. Think of this section as your receipts. This section is gold, especially for analysts or creatives or tech professionals. You can use this section to highlight programs you've delivered or initiatives you've led or cross-functional work or even your volunteer activities. If you've also received certifications that had practical applications, you can include it here as well. Beyond what we discussed in the experience section, this gives you the opportunity to expatiate on what your projects were. It also gives you the opportunity to tag people that also worked on this project with you. So those people can come back to your profile to endorse you for skills that you have listed here. And guess what? Endorsements give you credibility as well. So if you're looking to add a new section that you can't really see here, like the featured section, please just come up here and add it. So do you see? You can just click add featured, include it. Now this is the opportunity to show something that you are proud of. If you've written an article or you have posts or documents, please put them here. If another person has written about you or a company and they've tagged you, you can include it here. You can also include your own top performing posts. You can put a link to your portfolio or your website if you offer services. If you've worked on a case study, you've delivered a presentation, you can include it here as well. Okay, so this is us. For each section, pin your top 3 skills or a little more where you have your experience. In terms of your project as well, you also have the opportunity to list your skills. Now, ensure that while these skills here match the skills related to the roles that you've worked in, exactly where your experience is. If you're pivoting, you want to ensure that the skills that you are displaying in your project section is related to the area that you're interested in pivoting to. All the things that you put here, believe me, it's not vanity. It's SEO. It helps to optimize your profile. Try to give recommendations and, if possible, ask for recommendations. Recommendations are your social proof. They are credibility boosters. If you've worked with people who believe in the contributions that you brought to the project, take the next step and ask them for recommendations. It will be great for you to have those on your profile. Now, I think that this is a good place to end the first segment of this video. In my second part, I'm going to be talking about the singular most important thing in ensuring that you're visible. Share this video with somebody who needs it. I'm looking to read all your comments, and remember, Coinsola is rooting for you. Until next time.